This channel is for immature audiences only. It is not for children, only for childish adults. We might play some video games that kids also like, but we say words like fuck and shit with alarming frequency and make crude, inappropriate, and morbid jokes all the damn time. Level 0 NPCs assumes no responsibility if your idiot spawn watches this and gets traumatized.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Here we are.
Oh my
Indeed.
God, I remember what happened last time we played this particular game that we're playing. Hi, everybody.
It is. Hello. Welcome back to the Crimson Diamond.
Did we do a vocal sync?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did.
That's not a question we want to hear.
You were there.
I mean, we did. I don't know if you did.
Maybe you didn't.
I have no recollection of that. I haven't been sleeping particularly well.
Were you in a fugue state?
I mean, I guess so. I wasn't storing any of that in memory. I'm sitting here waiting for the vocal sync.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you for sure if I heard you say sync when the rest of us did, but
I hope I
neither
didn't
did
just stare into space.
You might have. You might have.
We can go again.
Yeah.
We can go again.
Luke sort of speed ran all the syncs. He did it one after
not
another.
really.
No. It was good. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying like it wasn't too fast, but it was.
Right.
It wasted no time. Is what I'm saying.
I was lost in the quagmire of my thoughts there. At any rate,
Yeah. You want to do another vocal sync?
Just-
Why not?
Yeah, on camera. Let's do it. 3,
Let's do it.
2, 1.
sync.
There you go.
Excellent.
I think you probably did the other one, but anyway, now we know.
Yeah.
Now we
It
know.
would be unusual if I hadn't done it, but again, it's unusual that I don't remember having done it.
Better safe than sorry.
I do remember
No,
that
it's
one
half the
last
battle.
one though, so you know,
Oh, good.
it's a bug
Now
with a
you do.
low reproduction rate.
All right. That Margot is like looking over at the dressing screen where I am partially hidden over and over again, like I'm making her nervous, and I should be, really.
Last
in
we
the current
recorded,
stat.
we hid there almost inadvertently, and people came in and spoke around us, and she just pretended like we weren't there, even though she definitely knew that we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
She was unafraid to be spicy. That's what I like about this girl.
Margot was okay with me knowing her secret.
Yep. She doesn't give a shit.
For more information about the secret in question, please refer to the previous episode.
I mean, we could just tell people.
Good.
We're not going
could.
to.
But
Good.
will we? We can check our notebook. I bet that's... Oh, Jesus! Why?
Oh.
Whoa.
Why did it do it again? All right. Go back to that. Thank you.
Holy mackerel.
I fixed the curvature, and then it just decided it was going to do that again, interestingly. All
This
right.
is the sort of technical excellence you can expect from Level 0. Hosts who
Indeed.
can't remember whether they did the introductory vocal syncs.
And yeah, I'll be missing
no,
a whole
but-
goddamn week because of technical issues too. Sorry about that.
There you go. Margot involved in Skagway. No Wump is looking for her. Nessa is trying to blackmail Margot with this info.
Give bowl to Jack.
It's your important.
Bowl to Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I need to go get the bowl.
That's step one.
I mean, Margot
hope-
could do it.
I hope she's done.
You clean up the spill and decide to take the empty bowl back downstairs for Jack to wash.
Wash.
Merci beaucoup, mademoiselle. You are so helpful. I don't have much of an appetite right now anyway. This water is enough for me.
Okay.
She's not addressing her secret to you.
So how about this whole Skagway thing? Margot narrows her eyes and hesitates before she speaks.
I may have not been entirely honest about Skagway in the past, but it is a dangerous place, take my word for it. I will not speak more on it.
That's right.
Cool.
You don't owe us anything.
Yeah. I got nothing against Margot. I'm just not going to make a big deal out of it. No, just it's interesting. And she apparently was okay with me hearing about it, so. All right. Well, peace.
Do we still have a black outline around a mirror with us?
Oh,
Oh.
is the Babadook still with us?
Oh my
there
God.
it is.
I
Still
don't
here.
honestly. I've been seeing people been streaming it, and they don't have the Babadook in there. So this is legit haunted.
The Babadook. I like
Our
to think
good
of the
friend,
Babadook.
our good friend Robert Duke.
Yeah, I think
Bobby Duke.
he's just
Babadi.
he's just a black rectangle though. Like nothing to worry about.
For now.
Well, if you
For
we've
now.
discussed this, but if you looked in the mirror and you did see that black bounding box around your body, you'd probably be a little unsettled.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
It's not nothing.
It's a
Ring.
safe bet.
It's so
Bull.
precise and geometric for a hallucination, you know?
To Jack.
Am I potentially missing anything by just going straight for the crit path here, or
I don't think so.
okay?
I'd say I don't think so, but I don't really know. It's been a while
You-
since I've
you-
made it.
But you're our hint book, Julia.
And I know, I'm so sorry. This was probably written so long ago. Like, literally, someone was like, oh, you can do this twice, and it has a different response. I'm like, it does? And then they showed me, I'm like, oh my goodness, it does. That's nice.
Well, we have the game's creator herself here giving us permission to fuck it all up. So, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
true.
I can't even tell you sometimes.
No, that's fair. Jack's
Well,
just
now that we're
washing
standing
dishes.
uncomfortably close to Jack, give bowl. Give bowl to Jack.
Bolto.
She stepped away to give the bowl to Jack. You hand the empty bowl back to Jack.
Step away and turn your back to him. Thanks, miss. I really appreciate the help.
He just reaches over her shoulder behind her head.
Like a
Truly.
claw machine.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'll brew you up a cup of tea and bring it to you in the conservatory.
Gee, thanks.
Whoa. Sarcasm.
It's gonna be steeped arsenic. You head into the conservatory. Nathan and Kimi are still talking about birds.
Oh.
You had no idea anyone could be so keen about a topic.
Yes, you did.
Jack brings you a piping hot cup of chamomile tea from flowers he grew himself. Speaking of birds, Alex has some real Disney princess energy, apparently. And if you're interested in seeing what I mean, come check out our Discord.
Yeah. It's in the local
It's
content.
it's just a clip of woodland creatures dressing me up in a fancy ball gown.
Oh, look at that fade in. The combination of the warm tea, the comfy couch, and the slightly boring conversation lull you to sleep.
That sounds peaceful. Is this a cozy game?
This part of the game is cozy.
I've heard
Yeah.
it be accused of being cozy before.
You happily doze on the couch until you are awoken by a commotion upstairs. You head towards the source of the noise and find yourself in Nessa's bedroom where someone is beatboxing. You rush into the room to find Nessa and Evan standing nearly nose to nose in a heated conversation.
Oh dear.
Oh, hi, Nancy.
Someone stole my ruby brooch. I demand you recover my brooch and bring the perpetrator to justice. There are so many suspicious people milling about.
You mean besides you?
Nathan, for one, it's obvious that he's hanging around just waiting for you to die. So that he can finally get his hands on all of this. And then there's Margot.
Enough!
It's clear that Evan is at his limit. His eyes flash with anger momentarily, but it fades just as quickly.
Sorry.
He grimaces. He grimaces, shrugs, and then looks away.
I got my hands full as it is. Curio smashed too. Bunch of stuff's gone.
What? Some of that's mine. Someone's robbing me blind. How dare you?
You probably misplaced your brooch. As for the curio, I bet you smashed it yourself, because I told you I'd lost the curio key and it was locked up tight. I know you're here to get what you think you're owed, any way you can. So don't expect any of my help. I'm done with this. Keep your voice down, why don't you? Margot's resting.
That was a good splutter.
Yeah. Oh, it was perfectly executed.
I'm gonna go check on her. Don't get me involved.
I should take a closer look at the jewelry box. And I should examine the curio cabinet in the room I'm sharing with Kimmy. Oh, I remember reading a mystery novel where fingerprints helped solve a crime.
Game
Actually,
has auto-saved.
I didn't even parse the sound as you interpreting the prompt splutter. I thought you were genuinely disarmed by the prompt. So I thought it was just an unrelated splutter.
Chapter 3, Investigations.
Ooh.
I love the chapter transitions. I've said it before, but I'm going to say it every time.
You get to say it 7 times.
Well, here we are.
Thanks for joining us on this episode.
You joke, but there was once upon a time where on Level 0 NPCs episodes were about 10 to 15 minutes long, so.
God.
Yeah, I know, right?
What the hell did we get done in that time?
I don't know. It feels like not nearly enough.
No.
We were a lot more efficient at that point in time as well. We were really focused on playing the game as opposed to being dipshits who just talk a lot.
So true.
Let's take a look at Nessa. Nessa looks very agitated, more than usual even. Ask about brooch.
The brooch is worth a lot of money.
I also wanted to pronounce Ruby Brooch, Ruby Brooch.
Brooch.
When I saw them both together. Ruby Brooch!
Brooch!
Ruby Peach.
You must find it for me.
Why am I the de facto investigator in this beside the fact that I am the protagonist of the video game?
Ruby Brooch is a good alternate name for Nancy Maple.
Oh, it's so true.
It's protagonist energy.
I'll see what I can do.
You're kind of a piece of shit, if I'm being honest with you.
She accused Nathan of waiting for Evan to die. It's literally
Objection.
true. He's like, Nathan is not being a dick about it. It's interesting the Babadook only appears from certain angles.
Only forward and backward. It's two-dimensional. The Babadook intersects me on either side, but if I turn my shoulders side on, you can't see him.
It's even
He's
creepier.
two-sided, but he's exactly two-sided.
Yeah, he exists in the 2 dimensions only.
Yeah,
Ooh.
precisely. Maybe I have special investigatory powers because I have a Babadook stand,
Because of your
like
bounding
JoJo's Bizarre
Babadook.
Adventure.
You're bounded Babadook. Also, while Nessa's not wrong, she's also projecting, because that's what conservatives do.
I think all we have to do is walk sideways into her really quickly, and she'll be bisected by the Babadook.
Not us, by the Babadook.
Yes.
We're
Sheared
innocent.
in half.
It'll be the perfect crime because it'll be physically inexplicable.
I love it.
Let's look at the box. The box. Oh, interesting. The Babadook disappeared while we were looking at the box. The box is definitely empty. You wonder who could have done this. Brush box for fingerprints. Achieves little effect. Use soot on box. Damn. Dust box with soot.
This powdery soot would work well to help me find fingerprints on smooth surfaces. I need to find a container that will neatly dispense something powdery before I can start looking for fingerprints.
And an adhesive.
Oh, I need an adhesive that will stick to fingerprints I find to collect and compare them. I'm sorry.
All right. Well,
it would be interesting
come along,
to do.
Babadook. We have work to do.
It would be interesting to do a sort of nesting doll of a game where you're doing a murder mystery like this, but there's a supernatural element. So, like, it's not that you're a paranormal investigator, but there are paranormal things you can investigate if you look hard enough, such as an entity glimpsed only in a mirror. And, like, you can get all the way through the game and solve, like, a regular mystery, but if you focus more on, like, the weird shit that's happening, there's a sort of a different supernatural explanation.
Yeah.
It's entirely overt, but if you haven't played the Blackwell series of games by Julia's and mine acquaintance Dave Gilbert, you have a ghost sidekick, and you are literally like investigating paranormal events, mostly trying to find ghosts and send them to the beyond with your ghost buddy. Good series of games. Something worth playing on Sierra Saturday one of these days, long after we finish the rest of the Sierra catalog.
Do you have to banish your ghost buddy to ghost hell when you're all done too?
Well, there were like 4 or 5 games, so obviously not immediately. I haven't played through all of them, though, sad to say. I have them all. I just haven't played through them all to the end.
I assume if he was going to ghost heaven, he wouldn't be a ghost in the first place.
Is there ghost heaven?
I don't know.
Pastor?
Heaven for ghosts after ghosts die again.
All the rules are made up, so sure.
I feel so much better now knowing. Good evening, Jack. Thanks again for that tea. It was lovely and so relaxing that I nodded off on the couch for a bit. You know, I kind of... Sorry.
I drugged it. I mean, glad you
that's the
enjoyed it.
thing. I kind of wrote that so that I was thinking people might suspect that he drugged it, but no one's ever mentioned it except for you, Matt, so good for you.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I said it was arsenic.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, to fall asleep, not to die.
Right. Yeah.
Did he make a tray of cookies and then stress eat about half of them?
Jack is spooning jam into unbaked cookies on a tray. There's another tray by the window full of freshly baked cookies that are now cooling.
It is uncanny how every time I have a question, past Julia answers it immediately.
What was the question this time?
What is, like, the half-filled tray? Has he been eating cookies?
Right,
no,
right.
he is filling the tray. The tray is
okay.
half full, not half empty.
Okay, yes, understood.
That's about it for the jam. Yeah.
I know it's the shadow under his nose, but for some reason, looking at him right now, it looks like a teensy tiny mustache that's really close to his nostrils.
That's one of the worst types of mustache a person could have.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Mistakable
It's like
at a distance for thick nose hair.
The ultra close cropped Hitler.
I think Hitler has a distinctly, the chaplain, it's a very square mustache. It's sort of a regular mustache shape. Just wee.
Just
Yeah. With the sides just chopped away. It's true. No tails.
I'm making up some thumbprint cookies. They're Margot's favorite. I'm hoping to get some food in her. She's not feeling well and doesn't have much of an appetite. Thought I had more jars of raspberry jam, though. Mr. Richards loves these cookies, too. He'll put a bunch of them in his pockets to snack on later.
Nothing quite like cookies freely shoved into your pockets.
Easy to do when you don't do your own fucking laundry.
It's a shame Laura Bow isn't here because we could just use her blood.
Yes. Jammy cookies, no less. Not just crummy, but jammy in your pockets.
Yes, yes, I remember this one. Hey, take that.
Slam dunk.
God. Makes doing his laundry a bit more challenging, but I guess I'll take it as a compliment.
think that he would just like start giving like, you know, a little, I don't know, a little like not necessarily a tray, but like a little box or something like that for Evan to carry around. Or, you know, this is pre Ziploc bag era, but you know, something, you know.
I gotta say, I like how much Jack is warming up to Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
He's just saying more. He started off with like, "Don't get comfortable. I'm taking you home in the morning," and now he's like, "I make cookies. Everybody fucking loves them." Sure, take my ice pick. Whatever. He likes you.
I also gotta say, I love me a good thumbprint cookie.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
some delicious shit right there.
it's one of the ones my mom makes every Christmas, every holiday season. That's kind of why part of the reason why they're here. Yeah.
It's one of those foods, there's no upward limit to how many I could eat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confident about that. If there was a dozen in front of me, I could eat a dozen. If there was 2 dozen, I could eat 2 dozen. If there was 400, I could eat 400 of them. No problem.
400.
That's a lot of calories for one day. Let's look at the cookies. A tray is set by the window bearing freshly baked thumbprint cookies and smelling delicious. You see another tray of thumbprint cookies on the kitchen table, ready to go into the oven. There's a lump of dough on the baking tray that hasn't been filled with jam. Look, dough. There's one lump of dough that isn't filled with jam. Take dough.
Oh, Jack, is it okay if I take this lump of dough?
Yeah, go right ahead. I ran out of jam anyway, so it's kind of a dud.
Create tiny Laura Bow.
What am I going to do with a lump of uncooked dough?
Yeah.
Shove it into my pocket, because that's apparently the thing we do here.
Oh, yeah.
Look, dough. This bit of unfilled thumbprint cookie dough has a void where the raspberry jam ought to be. You can barely make out Jack's thumbprint in the soft, fresh dough. Fuck yeah, we've already got a thumbprint out of Jack.
I wonder if there's any way for me to get Jack's thumbprint out of this dough.
What's that? What did you say?
I need to find something that can make a real impression.
Why are you saying this out loud?
Flatten dough with mug. No?
Eat dough.
Eat dough. Give up on fingerprint. Eat raw dough. Get E. coli. This unfilled cookie dough is raw.
I still say we gotta sculpt it into a homunculus.
Yeah, it's a little Laura Bow with little currant eyes. Oh, my mother always told me never to eat raw cookie dough. And this raw cookie dough is a bit slimy from all the melted butter on its surface. Not very appetizing.
Wipe butter onto face. Use butter in this game.
Grease self
Lick
up with
butter
cookie dough.
Off of dough. You can't use butter in this game. Jack can. Why can't I? Push dough into flat side of mug. Mug. What? I have a mug in my inventory. Do. Just like that. And you just take the flat side and whoosh, squish it down. It's perfect. Knock tray off of cub counter like a cat. He's like,
That's the only
fine.
problem.
Just, we won't use the simile. Knocking wouldn't help. Push tray off of counter. That achieves little effect.
Place
Consume
on
cookies.
floor. Ooh, good idea.
Eat cookies. This unfilled cookie is raw. No, the ones...
Eat baked cookies.
Yeah. Eat baked cookies.
Get baked cookie. Yeah.
You take a freshly baked thumbprint cookie from the tray. Eat cookie. You eat the delicious thumbprint cookie. It's rich and buttery, and the raspberry jam is intensely colored and flavored, but not too sweet.
Jack, this is delicious.
Why, thank you, Miss Maple. I'm very proud of my Hollangrata. Also, they're not for you. Take two, later. Why don't you?
Is there any limit to how many we can take and eat?
No. You can eat infinite cookies if you want.
Excellent. How do cookies pair with whiskey?
Nancy has the same ability that I do. No
Yes.
upward limit.
Yeah, I was gonna do a death with them, but not with like if you can give it to another character for them to consume. If you know, like a Mr. Creosote type of death. But I was like, it's pretty bad. I think I won't do that.
Drink whiskey.
No chapter, no drinks.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Delicious. Uh-oh. Here I go.
Toohoo!
Whew, that whiskey is pretty strong. Oh dear.
3.
Oh dear me. Oh my goodness, the stuff is going straight to my head.
When was the last time you saved?
Right before starting doing this.
Oh, okay.
I've probably reached my limit. I really ought to stop. I really ought to
Game
stop.
has auto-saved. I love it.
I love it every time.
Eat cookie. With an E, where it's supposed to be. You eat the delicious thumbprint cookie. Yada yada.
Yada yada. Delicious. Tastes like whiskey.
Get another cookie, and we're going to give it to someone.
Give cookie to Jack.
I've taste tested plenty of them already. You can have that one.
All right. Time to go around the house and try and feed everybody a cookie.
Aw.
I'm going to start with Kimi.
I hope this does something. My God, I don't even know. Oh, good. No, thank you. I try not to eat sweets oh, no, that's a typo. Try not to eat sweets so close to bedtime.
One could say that.
Yeah, I suppose.
I had 3 cookies and 4 glasses of whiskey. I'm going to be an awful roommate tonight.
Maybe she avoids the taste sweet. The taste profile of sweet.
I try not to eat sweet. I eat salty.
I only consume umami past 8 p.m.
It's the umami diet.
I don't usually enjoy sweets, but Jack's cookies are terrific. Give it here. But I've already had one, thanks.
One.
Those are rookie numbers. Oh, we've been in there. Open door.
The ability to eat one cookie is almost as impressive to me as the ability to eat 3 peanut M&Ms.
It's the same basic ability.
Yeah.
Applied across many things. And I would only I only eat one cookie at a time.
Peanut M&Ms are designed to be eaten by the handful. That's what makes 3 impressive. But a cookie is more, compartmentalized. It's normal to eat one, or relatively normal to eat one. I have no such capacity. If I'm eating one cookie, it's because there was only one cookie.
Yeah, samesies.
I made tacos last night, and I had 15. Because that is how many keto taco wraps are in a Costco thing of keto taco wraps.
Probably said feeds the whole family.
Tortillas?
It did feed the whole family. I used I got one of those big Costco things of pork, and I just cut it in half, made half of it into taco meat, ate it on an entire package of tortillas.
This sounds incredible.
It was pretty good.
Look, Nessa, I'm on the job, I promise. But here, have a cookie.
Take it away. I'm much too upset to eat.
Make her
Give
eat it.
Dough to Nessa. No one would appreciate a raw cookie that you've been carrying around in your pocket. Really?
Really?
A mouse would.
Put cookie in Nessa's mouth. Sorry.
Force feed
There you go. Force.
Nessa. You can't use force in this game.
Yeah.
Open Nessa's mouth. The course of action yields no result. She's not into it. Chew up cookie and put in Nessa's mouth like a bird.
Spit chewed cookie into Nessa's mouth.
It's Albert.
Our bestie buddy.
Albert is looking through his books. Look at books. The geology and mineralogy books look as good as new. Interesting.
That's a bit suspect.
It is. Give cookie to Albert.
Say, Mr. Respa, how'd you like this thumbprint cookie?
Albert's eyes light up.
Splendid. That's just what I need. Thank you, miss.
Fuck yeah.
So his books are brand new, and he made a number of elementary mistakes about mineralogy in front of us.
Yep. He sure
I think
did.
this Poirot-looking motherfucker's a charlatan.
Albert thoroughly enjoys the cookie, licking his fingers and smacking his lips.
Yeah. Oh, that's delicious. I could do with another if you find yourself downstairs again.
Oh, the cookie train is leaving the station.
Sure thing. So this is the part where I said like you could just feed him like infinity cookies until he bursts, but then I'm like, that's not
Perfect.
what I'm going for. So I didn't.
Be a fascinating animation.
Just stop and say, like, you know, a few months later, Albert died of type 2 diabetes, and it was largely your fault.
Yeah, in the epilogue, yeah.
Cat cookie.
You could have him
Freshly baked
just
thumbprint
puke
cookie.
after like 5. He just pukes on the floor.
If I lived in a reality in which I could go to my kitchen and there was an infinite tray of warm thumbprint cookies, I wouldn't live through the night.
Say, Mr. Spell, would you like this cookie?
Splendid way. Yeah, give it to me. Love it. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Delicious. Can you give more?
Sure.
More.
It's a me, Wario, eating the cookie.
Give me more cookie. This is going to be good.
Cat cookie. I'm aware that nothing will happen if I continue to give these to Albert, so that will be the last cookie I give to Albert.
That's the
We
last
are on
one he
our way
gets.
to find Corvus.
This is so polite of you, Luke.
This is the cookie train. It has left the fucking station. Give cookie to Corvus.
I'm busy with these important documents, and I mustn't soil them. Your milling about is quite distracting. Please leave.
He doesn't want to get his jam hands all over his document.
Sorry about that, Corvus.
It's too much whiskey.
Just hacks up a lung all over the documents.
Just crumbs and jam and whiskey all over.
Pardon me. Pardon me, Corvus. Just trying to make myself useful. I'm so sorry.
I see.
Place cookie on desk.
I see what he means about my milling about and being distracting. Pardon me.
Look in bin. The waste paper basket is full of ink-splattered paper, most likely a result of Corvus's leaky pen. Ooh, leaky pen. You don't see anything noteworthy. Take.
That's an excellent play on words.
Nah.
Leaky pen, you don't see anything noteworthy?
Ha
It's good.
I hear voices near this doorway. I wonder what they're talking about.
Ooh.
Eavesdrop. You hear Evan's voice. Is he talking to himself?
Does he also have a Babadook?
Eavesdrop. Closed door. Listen with glass. Instead of listening through the door, I guess. With the help of the drinking glass, you can hear a conversation behind the master bedroom door. You listen for a little while. It sounds like Evan is reading Walden by Henry David Thoreau. You can hear the voices continue on behind the door. Open door. Listen at door. Okay, just go in, I guess.
I find it wholesome to be alone in the greater part of the time. To be in company, even with the best, is soon wearisome and dissipating. I love to be alone.
Oh, hee, mon cher. You say that, but you do not mean it.
Ha! You know I'm just reading, darling.
Skip to my favorite part.
The French-Canadian woodchopper? You got it.
Just the plot to Fargo.
Do the accent, too.
Whatever the lady likes.
Oh, Nancy, come sit and listen. My Evan is such a good reader.
Ha! You are a sweet talker, you. You can if you want, Nancy. I'm reading it anyway.
Oh, thanks. Maybe another time.
I'm sorry, Nancy, but I am not going to decline. Sit. You sit down.
Listen.
Wait.
Listen to Evan.
Listen.
I'm ready.
To Evan.
I'm ready to do a French-Canadian accent as Evan. I'm ready.
Oh.
Give cookie to Evan.
No, thanks. I already ate a bunch. And stuffed some of my pockets. Ha! Jack hates it when I do that. Crumbs everywhere. Jam smears. You know? Thanks for offering, Nancy.
Jammy skid marks. Give cookie to Margot. Margot's resting in bed and listening to Evan read to her. She doesn't want to be bothered.
Place a cookie gently on her eye.
Yeah. Put cookie in Margot's mouth. No? How about eye?
There you go.
No?
What?
Just gently cover her eyes with cookies like spa cucumbers.
Yeah. Like
or like, like coins for the dead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're paying the ferryman with thumbprint cookies. And she's alive.
I want to visit the spa where it's cookies instead of cucumbers.
Jam side down.
Pitch
Ugh.
cookie in fire.
Get in fire. Get in fireplace.
Reverse
self.
Santa self.
Reverse Santa self.
The fieldstone fireplace looks like it would come in handy on chilly nights. There is a vase and a picture frame on the mantel. There is some powdery soot accumulating in the fireplace. A fire is blazing in the fireplace, presumably to provide some warmth to Margot.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty warm.
Put
Yeah.
hand in fire. A course of action yields no result. Fear is the mind killer. Put hand in fire.
Look at the picture. We didn't do that yet.
Look, picture. It's look picture, but spelled correctly this time. A cheery framed poster of a woman riding a horse hangs over the fireplace. Look, picture. Frame. The picture frame is empty. Get frame. You haven't got a photo to put in it.
Take
cookie
quick selfie.
in picture frame. That doesn't seem to
Cookie
work.
and picture frame. Gold.
Tell Margot about cookies. What? Okay. No, I did spell it correctly. You have nothing compelling to say about that. What? Tell Evan about cookies. Nothing compelling to say about that. I have plenty compelling to say about cookies.
I think this is a great time for some
Slam.
mineralogy facts. In the middle of someone reading.
Margot about mineralogy.
Mineralogy is an incredibly old and well-documented field of study.
Just at the end of the bed while he's reading.
The Babylonians and ancient Greeks studied the properties of minerals, as did the medieval Chinese, ancient Indians, and Golden Age Islamic scholars. It is wonderful to see your eyes light up when talking of these things. You are clearly a very passionate person. Now shut up, please. I'm trying to listen to my Evan read.
Yeah, that felt bad. That's almost as bad as knocking before leaving. Or knocking after leaving. Just because, like, we went into a room, there's a couple, and he's reading to his partner who is going to sleep, and standing at the foot of the bed and striking up a conversation is the craziest thing you could do. Like, standing at the foot of the bed and talking about mineralogy is crazier than just climbing into the bed.
Get pepper shaker. Use pepper in this game. Get, what is that? Look. Island. There's an L-shaped kitchen island. You see a salt shaker on the kitchen island. Okay, it was dark gray. I thought it was pepper. Get salt shaker. Oh, I have to go get it from this side. Fair enough.
Hey, where do you think you're going with that? You want to use the salt, just use it here in the kitchen.
Oh, I probably shouldn't walk off with the salt. Jack wouldn't be too happy about that.
I wanted to give him a real
I guess
edge.
Jack's got to go.
Empty salt shaker. We can leave the salt.
Yeah, that's a
Blue
mistake.
mug is already empty.
Oh, dear.
Goodness me.
I'm so sorry.
Look, green bottle. See anything noteworthy? Get green bottle. Either that isn't here, or you see no need for that. Fair enough. All right. Well, flyer paper doesn't feel like the right thing to use for that. I bet it's got flies on it too. Yep, the sticky fly paper is loaded with dead flies, frozen in various states of mortal struggle.
You.
Well, so we need an adhesive and a receptacle for the soot.
Indeed.
Put soot in mug. It wouldn't benefit from an application of soot. Put soot in salt shaker.
Yeah,
That was my
that was a good
thinking.
idea. That was a real good idea. You're not the first. You're not the first.
Smear soot under eyes.
Can we use our mouth
It's like a
as a
football
receptacle?
player.
Just put the soot in your mouth. There you go.
It's in their mouth.
What?
Wouldn't benefit from an application of soot.
That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That's absolute bullshit. I'm sorry, Julia.
No, you're totally right. I totally agree with you.
Literally unplayable.
Mm-hmm.
Top cupboard has drinking glasses inside. The bottom cupboard has pots and pans inside.
This is, though, you have to keep in mind, I still think it's the older version of the build.
True.
And the patched version, you fill her all up with soot, her eyes or ears. And she can lick every surface and coat the whole place black. It's like Splatoon.
And the Babadook has way more lines.
Fill self with soot.
Yes, and Crimsy, the Crimson Diamond Squirrel, is there too, yes?
Yes. Gives you hints.
Hi, Nancy!
What's wild is his name was Crimsy, the Crimson Diamond Squirrel, way before there was a diamond discovered at the Crimson Lodge.
That's suspicious.
It is.
Get piped.
He's actually older than the town of Crimson.
You're a mineralogist, not a plumber.
Plumber.
Close these cupboards. Plumber!
Don't be a plumber.
What's a great word? Plumbob.
Oh, yeah.
What is?
Yeah, it's a great word. Plumbob.
Plumbob?
Plumbob, yeah.
Plumbob. What does Plumbob mean? I've never encountered Plumbob.
A plumbob is...
Plumbob player plants.
Player plants. Woo.
Oh, man.
He plives to the plant up will plunder the plea.
That's it. You got it.
Yeah.
Plum, blah, player plants.
That did not deserve a fraction of the laughter that it got.
No, it was good. It was good.
It was good.
That was
the right
beneath.
time.
It was beneath all of us, and I knew it as I was saying it.
Oh, hey! Speaking of stupid phrases. Come on, you gotta give to us.
The speakeasy phrase? All right. Well, just so that we don't lose the plot entirely, Plumbob
Yes.
is a weight on a string that's used as a vertical direction reference line.
Okay.
It's a Plumbob.
Yes. Okay. Indeed. We all got a little bit smarter. Now we're all gonna get a little bit dumber again. So it's gonna be a zero-sum
indeed.
game.
We have to level it out.
All right.
If there is no wind, row. It takes a little something away from you, that one.
I'm not too satisfied with that one.
That really took it out of Matt. Matt is burdened by that information.
I think we need a break. I need to take a break.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next episode.
Oh, if there is no wind, row? Oh.
The last week's was "We Rise by Lifting Others."
I mean, if you're in a boat and there is no wind, you're probably going to have to row. Unless you have an onboard engine.
I think it is literally and metaphorically false that we rise by lifting others.
Yeah, no, you would go downward by lifting
in
others.
a physical in the physical inertia sense, right?
Equal
In any
and
sort of
opposite reactions, yeah.
Yeah, you will, unless you are stopped by something, raising someone will lower yourself.
What if you're in an elevator?
If raising other people also raised you, that would be levitation.
If you're in an elevator.
Like firing a gun in space, right? The bullet is pushing you back. It's just ground friction that stops you. So we don't rise by lifting others, but also in life we don't. We rise by subjugating others and exploiting them. It's transparently true.
Yeah, like
Now,
throwing Mjolnir would not cause Thor to also fly along with it. You know?
They should have said. They should have said, we should rise by lifting others, but nobody does that.
Yeah, we definitely don't. Everyone who gets ahead does so by being an asshole about it. Every single one.
Sadly, true.
Oh, it's such a waste to say if there is no wind, row. You know, it's not
a waste
wisdom.
It's a waste of everyone's time.
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh, right. I forgot. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even paddle would be better than row. If there is no wind, paddle would almost be better because you could use like your feet for that, you know?
True.
You know, if maybe you don't want to go anywhere. Maybe you're just fine where you are. I don't know. I mean, it just isn't like a self-evident thing, right? It's like if you want to ascend stairs, you know, you got to bend your knee and lift your thigh up. It just doesn't mean anything.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
If there are no stairs, climb.
Well, yeah, I mean, exactly.
Also, yeah, I mean,
if
like
you
the
have
Sphinx
no
from
legs,
Mystery Men.
roll.
Oh, he's already gone. I think Matt's already gone.
Matt left. It's over. Bye, everybody.
Okay, well, I'm going to pee too because, you know, me. I'll do that. All right.
Okay.
Be right back.
So,
All right.
yep.
Take it, stay, everybody.
All right. Break time. I'm going to get myself a drink.